Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nostalgic, and welcome to the very first episode of Kooky Questions, the new live-action series where we ask the most pressing gaming questions, and we answer them here live. We are joined again by RareWarington. Say hello there, Sam.
Hey, guys. Hi, glad to be here.
Good. It's awesome. Great to have you here as well. Hold on one second. I just realize that I don't see the chat window here showing up as usual, but like I planned it. But we're going to go ahead and pull up this other window. We're going to be discussing your questions here today that we asked over on Twitter, and we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Bramble Blast. I did also want to give a huge shout out both Sam and Cell as well over on Twitter co-created this Kooky Questions logo. We're excited to kind of start this new side series to really just get into great conversations about gaming, and I think we're pretty excited to get this going here.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. And collaborating, coming up with this idea for this series, we'll talk more about it later, but like it's a really cool idea, and I'm really liking what we've collaborated on, and this logo was really fun to make. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to future endeavors and this session here.
Oh yeah, certainly. And we want to acknowledge also we have those in the chat. Super Josh XD, our mod here. Gothic Teddy Bear, honestly one of the most awesome DK fans you could ever talk to. It's great to have you here as well. Let's go ahead and we're right at Bramble Blast, where we're going to hear one of the best gaming tunes ever. So let's go ahead and let's get this going here.
And yeah, I've said this before, but like the pairing that they do with like the sublime like music on the frustrating levels, quite the pairing. It gets you through. Oh
yeah, it certainly is. We have Dake Means here in the chat. Donkey Kong, yes, we're here to talk about good old Donkey Kong. And so the first question that we kind of posted here is a multi-question. What is your favorite Kong character in any DK game or piece of media? And also, what is your favorite worlds or levels in any DK game? Can also mention favorite music tracks. Sam, we have your answers here. Of course, Diddy is your number one, followed by DK, Cranky, Funky, Chunky, and Swanky. All of those are amazing characters. Bluster as an honorable mention. Pretty much all the great characters here. You mentioned, of course, for World's Music, Forest Interlude, Fungi Forest, DK Isle. Just a whole list of here. You can go to his Twitter page. You can check out all the replies there. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of great stuff in those things. Sam, did you want to expand on those a little bit?
I mean, I don't want to expand on my already like super expanded answer. I was really indecisive. I will say people were much more decisive in the comments there, and we'll go over some of that. But man, pretty much everything I said is accurate. I want to also include like Angry Aztec, and like when I bring up like desert and like savannah levels. But yeah, man, Fungi Forest I have to give a shout out to, and also in the other video why I said I got DK64 signed by Grant Kirkhope. Is that game, having Mother's Day just passed, I used to play that with my mom all the time, and I wasn't the best at reading back then when I was avidly playing it. So my mom kind of sat there with a guidebook that I received from a neighbor for my birthday and helped me read it. We didn't really understand it, but hey, it was a bonding experience and something I remember always. So yeah, definitely hard to decide for that list, but that's the answer I can give there, man.
Oh man, yeah, just that story you tell gets me every time. DK64 had amazing music, and I'm glad you were able to have that experience with your mom back then. Kind of going on, I realize I don't think I actually replied to this one. My number one favorite character is probably going to be Diddy Kong himself, and although we'll say that Chunky Kong is probably a close second, villain definitely King K. Rool as a class act, just because I love all the variety he has as a character, that he has all these different character hats, that he can be a pirate, he can be a mad scientist, and it just, I wish that he's been in more games, because they could have played around with that so much more, and I hope they kind of maybe do a little bit if they bring him back for another game here.
Oh, for sure. I might have to do a redo on this. Let's see if I make it.
Oh yeah, it's like a little maze thing here. It's a little bit tricky. Tricky Mickey says, Lanky, to be honest, just post a picture of Lanky, honestly one of the best character designs out of any Nintendo game, just right here. He's a literal clown monkey, and it's awesome.
Oh, totally. And it's really cool to see one of the orangutan species redeem themselves after the Donkey Kong Country game.
Oh yeah.
There's a little bit of like, there's no lore there. I'll be honest. Oh shoot! I did the center shot. It's you there, Drew.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of people like to have that little like headcanon lore where it's like, oh, yeah, he was a reject orangutan and he joined the Kongs, etc., etc. I love it. But I also love the fact that you can kind of spot the DK64 fans a lot of the time, not every time, but because Chunky makes a lot of those lists. For sure. For sure. I would have done the same. I would have tried to go for that balloon.
Yeah, I was going too quick.
But yeah, some people had really great answers. Like honestly, a lot of them were really hilarious. And like, I think you said about my honorable mention, but Bluster got mentioned, as we said before, a lot more than I anticipated.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. And I was surprised just how many fans there are. Gothic Teddy Bear just wanted to take a look at respond to you there. Yeah, DK64 is. I've never really tried to do emulation of DK64, but like, yeah, that's kind of surprising that it's hard to emulate. I know that people have made like a version where you can easily swap the characters, and yeah, frame rate issues. I played the Wii U version, and there are definitely frame rate issues on that. Where there are some games that are pretty much unplayable because like it doesn't account for like the smoother frame rate. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, and like, although to get out on a little slight tangent here, but to speak a little bit about the Banjo Xbox ports, like they're excellent, but like something I think Rare did really well is kind of accommodate the frame rate in like things like the cutscene. So in the Xbox version, when the cutscene runs with like smooth frames, the music is way out of sync.
Especially in Tui. Tui, it's awful.
Oh yeah, that's the offender for sure.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll go to another thing here. Oh, this is just, yeah, that's just an ad there. Oh yes, Aiden here. Too many great DK characters for me to narrow it down. Diddy Kong, K. Rool, and Funky Kong for top 3. Favorite worlds are Bramble Savannah from Tropical Freeze. A level that should have had this music. You know, I'm just saying. It should have had it. But,
shoot, I missed the last coin there.
Hang on. Let's see. Can I rewind it? No, we can't. That's the thing. You can't rewind when you go online, but we can go back to that one later.
Oh yeah, we can 100% off stream again, and actually that's what we were doing. Drew went ahead and painstakingly went through our game here by himself, and I just to have the same achievement, I went ahead and started my own just to get 100% to the point that we are right now in stream. So we might go ahead and go back there. That's a rookie mistake, though. I should have had that one there.
Well, yeah, it can be, especially if you haven't maybe played a little bit, it can be easy to forget all of those stuff. Plus, we're also trying to manage like talking about Donkey Kong at the same time as playing it. So.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, they're probably not going to include it. They're probably not going to include it on the Rare Games and Nintendo Switch Online type of announcement because it's very much a Nintendo game first and foremost. You know, that's a good point there. Because, yeah, people are thinking, well, it could be part like another Rare batch, but it is kind of first and foremost a Nintendo game in terms of like the marketing, I guess, so.
Yeah, I mean, speaking on DK64, that was huge for Nintendo. I don't know how many copies it sold back in the day, but the marketing on that, I'm sure you remember, Drew, was huge. It was like everywhere.
It really was. And though I think the very first time I saw it was in a Sears kiosk. And it's just, that was always fun, just seeing a new game for the first time and like just, oh, there's something new there that like I hadn't heard about before because there wasn't like the internet saturation that we had today, you know. Oh
yeah. In fact, we had internet long before like say 2005, 2006. But like for whatever reason, a lot of those trailers like Twilight Princess and like Halo 3, I remember just like rewatching because like it's like, oh man, I have the ability now. I can watch this.
I know.
I want. I don't have to wait for it to come on TV.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, like just when they started doing videos, like you had to. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember QuickTime? Do you remember that was like how you used to watch videos back then?
Of course. QuickTime video.
Exactly. You downloaded, you'd get played with like the little QuickTime little app, and like that was how you did it back then.
Yeah, and even I think it was QuickTime, but back in the day where like they would have the video game music archive websites, and just going into those websites and like re-listening to your favorites, and then like games would come out and somehow they would be able to get rips of like say Twilight Princess and going on and just listening to it before it came out and just like geeking out. Like man, early internet stuff was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it certainly was. And Gothic's mentioning here, yeah, like made a lot of money for DK64, and that's kind of why I guess Tim Stamp pretended to favor the platformers. And Gothic here is also posting, favorite Kong Diddy undeniably is an icon that represents DKC as the core series. Yeah, because he originally started in that very series, and then Bramble Blast is his favorite music, as we talked about the juxtaposition of atmospheric, calm music with brutal difficulty, and that's always been such a cool thing. There's something on the left there.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, you can go ahead and throw me up there. You should be able to get back up.
But yeah, I know I can 100% this level. It's like shoot, man. I'm just looking at the chat, but Gothic is really knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of that. I didn't know that about Chris Seavor at all. I knew he was on. I don't know what his position or what his job was on that team, but that's a really cool tidbit of information. Gothic, that's awesome, man. I didn't know that at all. I had wondered the other day regarding Seavor. Because he doesn't seem to talk about the old Rare days too much, so that's really cool.
I sometimes wonder what he's doing nowadays, because like he doesn't seem to be like. I heard about this project he was doing some time ago, but I don't really hear about. Like he has a studio called Gory Details, I think, and I haven't really heard anything of that for like a long time.
Yeah, other than Gory Detail, I think it's just two people, him and his mate. But I know they're working on a few things. I know they did Parachute Stan, I think it's called, and then they did Rusty Pup, which I actually have tried Rusty Pup, and it's really cool, that pre-rendered graphics sort of vibe, but like highly detailed pre-rendered graphics, almost like how we mentioned last time, almost like if this game were like say like a Sonic Mania equivalent, sort of that sort of vibe.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. I'll have to maybe check some of those out. Jordan Williams also mentioned Diddy Kong as his favorite. A fan with the Windy Forest area and DKC2, especially the music for that. Forest Interlude is a masterpiece out of many masterpiece tracks in this game. It really is. And we'll probably get to that on this stream here, I imagine.
I think so. I think we have the skill level as opposed to, say, again, Battletoads. But yeah, struggling or not, this is definitely a blast. But yeah, I think the last topic we were talking about, Evelyn Fisher. So actually, because I can't remember last time we mentioned it, but in a Snowbound Land, which is the well-known Arctic sort of track in this game, that was actually the one track in this game that Evelyn actually did, come to find out. And man, is it good.
Wait a minute, Evelyn Fisher did it in a Snowbound Land? I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I found it out a few months ago, and I don't remember ever hearing that. For whatever reason, I had thought that
David Wise did like pretty much everything. That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah. And it is predominantly the case. In fact, I think that's the only case otherwise. Actually,
I'll have to check that out, because I listen to that one myself like nearly every day. Because like I think that might be that actually, though, out of any DKC2 track, I think that actually might be my personal favorite right now. It's such a calm vibe. There's a bit on the right there.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess it's just a treasure chest, but it's something. Ah!
Oh no!
Let's see what is inside. Okay, we got some extra lives.
Worth it. I'm gonna count it as a glass half full.
Yes. I love how they take the time to like eat some of the honey straight off the wall. Who knows how sanitary that is?
Oh, I know. And I always wondered, because I'm like, aren't they like wasps more than they are like honeybees? But I don't know.
They definitely make honey, whatever they are, and lots of it.
Yeah. It looks delicious, man.
It does. I love the effect of the honey in the foreground and like the background. There's a hook up there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man. Let's see if I can find you. Let's see.
We got the save barrel at least.
We got
trying to cut between those guys was
shoot. Oh, we got the save barrel though, like you said.
Yeah, all you need to do is find me. This level is pretty easy to backtrack in after we find a Kong barrel.
Actually, yeah, it's true. So yeah, just go ahead and find one, and what the heck? Can we not? I guess you gotta just go over that thing?
I guess so. But yeah, I was gonna say, regarding like honey effect, in like the only modern game, which is also a platformer, that I can think of. Are you in front of me or behind me?
I think you're in front of me.
But Psychonauts 2 has like a whole section.
What? Where the heck?
Oh no!
I heard the barrel. Where the heck was it?
I don't know. I was about to go fly back that direction, but we'll take a look here.
All right.
Psychonauts 2, as far as like a modern like graphics type game, the honey section in that place, it's very reminiscent of this. There it is, Drew.
There it is. Yep. And I'm going to see if I can make my way carefully back down. It's a little bit harder to get down than up. Shoot.
And so Gothic in the chat said that he was saying that DK64's success led to like the spin-off titles for DK, which makes total sense to me, like to capitalize on that, because we had quite a few spin-offs just before and just after.
I didn't know they regenerated.
Oh my gosh.
The barrel regenerates? I didn't know that.
I believe it does, yeah.
I had no idea that it regenerated. That's kind of awesome. Okay, let's try that one more time. Gotta be careful. There we go. Okay, we're in business.
All right, perfect.
Yes, we got Squitter.
Nice, Drew. But yeah, because like just thinking back to some of the spin-offs though, back in that time.
Shoot.
Dude,
I lost him.
I mean, even though I guess we can redo if we need. But,
maybe I can get on him.
If it's possible. Try.
I did.
Perfect. Nice. But thinking back to some of those spin-offs, like man, even though I wasn't a fan of all like say like the bongo games
and the Jungle Beat and things like that.
Yeah, and some of the DS games, but we were eating pretty good as a Donkey Kong fan base back then, especially like beforehand with like Diddy Kong Racing and like the Game Boy ports and such. Like, and we were eating pretty good back then.
Yeah, and it's like they were doing stuff for the series. That's the thing. I mean, that's so weird when you think about today. Is that even though Rare wasn't in charge of the series anymore, it was still a series and it was still active, which just makes today feel so strange in some ways.
Yeah, and it's definitely cool to speak again on like the movie cameo, DK playing a big role, and then like of course this theme park where it's like obviously the demand or at least the appreciation or whatever is at least acknowledged to some degree, but like yeah, I can't help but wonder if it's just a matter of like Nintendo not really knowing what to do with the IP as much, or I'm not sure.
Exactly. Oh no, speaking of which, we are going to get to that topic specifically later on with the DK parks, but we're just going to go through at least a few more of the answers that we have on our current topic once we get a chance to talk about that a little bit more here.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, I can't help but wonder, with it being all Donkey Kong Returns themed, if maybe they're gonna maybe even port that game, because I haven't heard a lot of talk about that. At least people asking or assuming about it.
I'll take it. I will take it because like it would certainly be, and I do like the original, but like a new Wii Switch version would definitely be improved from the controls alone. So I would definitely get it.
Yeah, same here. And although like obviously I would prefer like a new project or a new platform or what have you, I would definitely buy it as well. And I think
no, get over here. What am I doing? It's not worth it. Oh my gosh.
Well, we can always come back to Drew, depending. So it's fine.
I might not need it because I needed it to get that bonus up there. So that might be it though.
I think there was one more, right?
Oh, here we go. Here's something up here.
But yeah, what were you talking about prior?
We mentioned the park some a little bit, and Gothic here says that he hasn't heard of a returns port, but he'll be shocked if it doesn't happen. And it's switching over to you. And with some of these answers, we won't have time to like maybe talk about all of them here, but I'll definitely at least like scroll through some of them as kind of like we're talking along here for sure.
Yeah, we'll just go over them, glance over them, and such. But also, yeah, to last point on returns. I mean, again, I would prefer a newer project, but I would definitely accept returns with open arms, because Yeah, man, like the Wii version isn't exactly the best version.
It is a really selected level. I'm going to get back out.
Oh,
And it might switch back to you. Oh, here we go. We better stop by the Kong College. I'd like to actually save.
That was my thought. But yeah, the Wii version's controls are not the best controls for returns. I actually have the 3DS version, which I like a lot, but it would be good to have the best of both worlds on the Switch.
So yeah, Diddy Kong Racing, and DKCR, Donkey Kong Country Okay, yeah, DKR for NSO, and then Donkey Kong Country Returns just as a port for Switch. Yeah, okay, that I want both of them. You know what? I just really I want Diddy Kong Racing alone just because because the multiplayer, because it has that 2-player quest that we can do 2-player co-op on the main quest, and that alone is awesome.
Oh yeah, totally. If they implement like online, I mean, yeah, that would be great.
You know,
we need a version. Josh says we need a version that has standard controls with 60 FPS. That's exactly what I'm saying. That'd be awesome. That
really would be cool. And thinking to myself, the only thing I've always thought, I love these roller coaster lovers, but I've always thought to myself, you know, I've always wanted to explore a little bit more of that carnival that you see in the background.
Like the crazy Kremland, yeah, dude. Man, you can look back there and you can see sort of like a crocodilian type merry-go-round, and it looks cool.
It really does, and they could have done some really crazy kooky stuff for that, but still, I mean, minor complaint.
Yeah, DK Land touched a little bit upon having a city with the girders type vibe, and I would really like having a return to I don't know, almost like a New Donk City type area with the Kongs or something. I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool. Has some potential there. Or theme park stuff like that.
Josh mentioned that there was a bonus content in Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, which I played that, but I forgot about that actually.
There's a bonus what now?
There's bonus content in the 3DS version of Donkey Kong Country Returns. But yeah, it's been a long time since I played it.
Yeah, I've only played the Wii version. My brother had it because we were both fans of Donkey Kong back then. But yeah, I played it I think maybe once, but I've mostly played it on the 3DS. So. I have to look into that because it's something I take for granted there.
Oh man, I missed the bonus. Yeah. Oh, because I had to keep. Oh well, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, this one. Oh wait, no, it's not this one. It's the one coming up. There's a on the roller coaster level coming up. There's a spot. Oh no. There's a spot that's pretty tough here for a bonus barrel. So hey, at least we have another shot to try, I guess.
Yeah, I want to mention, as 6B does mention, DK has a lot of characters alike. Usual go-tos are DK himself. Favorite levels, Cannon's Claim, Bramble Scramble, Bobbing Barrel Brawl. Some really excellent ones there. Thiz here just mentioned, of course, Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong seems to be a very common fan favorite here. Mining Melancholy, which is itself a really, really excellent track as well there.
Yeah, Mining Melancholy and Cannon's Claim, that's a very common answer. A very common answer I noticed, as well as Diddy Kong for sure. Because Diddy's definitely my favorite Kong. But this level here, the music on these levels, Disco Train, that was a fairly common answer too. That's got to be one of the top as well. Quite a few people mentioned Disco Train.
Interesting. And I've always really how it has it has screaming samples, but kind of you know how people scream on a roller coaster, but it makes it spooky.
Yeah, and they almost make it on beat, it just contributes to the song.
Exactly. But it was good we died because we get second chances to get this right. There's no real danger of running out of time, but they just make you think you're going to. As long as you make it to the end, you'll make it.
Yeah, no, the timer always used to psych me out as a kid.
Ah, shoot, I missed it again.
It's tough coming right back from that barrel, and then right onto that.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
We're having trouble with those two.
Yeah, we died in that exact pattern. Right.
We're going to get it this time.
But way better than the original, Josh says. Is that? Oh yeah, I just if we got a mix of both, like I said on returns, that would be fantastic. But
that would be great.
Thiz, we've known both of us have known Thiz for some time, but he definitely has an appreciation for Mining Melancholy. he also gave an answer. We'll see that later, but like a lot of his answers revolve around like that song and that vibe, sort of the cave, the crystal cave sort of level.
Oh yeah.
Shoot. Nice, Drew.
Finally made it. Okay, you got the. I was tempted. I fell into temptation. Oh, but it looks like. Okay, and before you go to oh man, we need both. Oh, okay, they give us an extra barrel so we can get that thing up there. Sweet.
Wait. Was there another secret in this area?
I don't think so, actually. Let's see.
Oh wait, I think it was a different level. I'm just like, wait, but I think we're good.
Let's see. A Link to wait a minute. My thing was like moving by itself. I don't know what made it move, but A Link to Maho mentioned Donkey Kong as the favorite character. Grassland Groove, you talked about that. Amazing Peace and Tropical Freeze. Windmill Hills. Oh gosh, that is like ecstasy. That track.
Yeah, that's another one. Like besides Angry Aztec, the only ones I would have added to my list in hindsight was Windmill Hills, and then what was the other one that I wanted to add? Shoot. Gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Oh man. Sloppy Sands, excuse me, from Returns that I've mentioned before. But yeah, Windmill Hill is a classic, and it kind of has almost like that Diddy Kong Racing vibe, if you know what I mean.
It really does, and like I also think of that as well, the Mounted Mania, just that silly, goofy, catchy vibe a little bit.
Oh yeah, and I think like Tropical Freeze. I think of all the Donkey Kong Country Returns, it probably has the closest similarity as far as vibe to Diddy Kong Racing, at least in my opinion. I love that sort of like upbeat, sort of beach type tone. I don't know, just love that stuff, man. And I mean, hopefully, because that would be ideal. We spoke about DK64 coming to NSO, but having Diddy Kong Racing would be obviously amazing. Like it would be fantastic. That game, utilizing it online, it's just perfect.
It really would. Milk Dud, we've had like replies from him like just pretty much every step of the way. Mentions Diddy Kong and Chunky Kong, Captain K. Rool specifically. That specific iteration, honestly, probably is the best one. Favorite World, Crocodile Isle. Can't pick a favorite track, but any from DKC2. They're all bops, but DK64 is really good tracks too. But good answers, honestly. Sometimes it's hard to pick.
Yeah, and I think they unlike you said, they have replied on like a lot of our stuff, and they're a big supporter. But definitely really good answer, because like I gotta say, probably my favorite Donkey Kong music besides Tropical Freeze would all be in probably DK64 Donkey Kong Country too.
I almost lost track of the time.
That was perfect though. Keep people on the edge of their seat.
Oh yeah. Yooka-Laylee the Impossible Lair felt like 3D Returns entry. It really did, actually. It kind of felt like it definitely gave off those like Donkey Kong modern DK vibes for sure, with its own like extra little rare spin. Totally.
And like, yeah, it's a amalgamation of like a few different ideas, but like I could totally agree with that. And we didn't have to go down here, Drew. But we can.
Oh, by the way, I heard that you could rest on the brambles.
On the ground, right here.
Yeah. I didn't learn that until recently. Like, you can do that, and it's in the manual.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Yes,
that's good to know.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people don't know that. But some of them are deceiving. Like, sometimes it seems like you can rest on them, but you can't. But most of the time, it lets you. Like, say, let me show you up
But
here.
only when you're holding the Kongs, not Squawks by himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, regarding what Josh said, let me look at the chat here. What was he saying, Drew? Sorry.
Just I know he said, I know this isn't DK, but Yooka-Laylee the Impossible Lair felt like the third entry return. So that's why I was saying there, just it felt like a modern DK game.
But yeah, going back to that, totally, I can agree to that, because like the overworld especially feels like almost like Donkey Kong Country 3, like a continuation of that idea.
Yes.
Obviously without the overworld vehicles.
The overworld was great in that game. It really felt natural, and it had the Grand Kirkhope theme and variations with it, and it was just that was a good overworld.
Yeah, like I tell people, to me, it's always been kind of like the vibe of almost like Grunty's Revenge mixed with like I said, DKC3 overworld. Like I really liked it a lot.
And Chris Sabotker, he also replied to our chat and said, favorite Kong is Diddy Kong, the pirate stuff in DKC2, and Jib Jig. That's, of course, another great classic piece. I think we're getting close to the end of this first one. Characters, Kiddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Tiny Kong, and Cass. I don't remember a character named Cass in DK. I don't only remember the Cass from Breath of the Wild. Do you know who he's talking about?
My answer was exactly the same, but so I looked up Cass, and I forget what their name was, but I do know Cass. It's like the small child girl Kremling that's in Barrel Blast.
Huh. Interesting. I never played that one.
Yeah, I've only played it on a kiosk, so same here.
Let's see, mentions for Ice Cave Chance. Another great Evelyn Fisher piece. The map page, also Evelyn Fisher. I mean, there's some good pieces from her there. Funky's Fugue. These are all, so far, non-David Wise pieces, which is awesome, because Funky's Fugue was actually written by Robin Beanland.
Oh yeah, and I think it was originally intended for Killer Instinct, actually.
Yes, but, it was in an ad for Killer Instinct.
But yeah, such a good track.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Chunky Kong. Yeah, I love this GIF. That's awesome. The dancing Chunky Kong. Hideout Helm for music. I haven't heard that one so far, and you know what? That is some good music. That's a good level.
Yeah, me and Lane, that's a buddy of mine, and we used to actually play through DK64, and I think both of us as kids, we had gotten to Hideout Helm or just prior to it, because we didn't, either beat the jetpack or the arcade or what have you. But beating that as teens in high school or whatever it was, got some pretty good memories of that one. And Hideout Helm is a real underrated. Grant Kirkhope's work on villain music is so good. Oh,
it's incredible. It's incredible. And I'm just trying to think with Hideout Helm, I just love the different, how it had the good variety of different gameplays it did with all the different Kongs, used all their abilities. It had the timer, and depending on how many blueprints you got was how much time you had. That was just a pretty good final level there. So one who lure from I guess that's how one who lure. That's how it said. Favorite characters are favorite characters are DK, Diddy, K. Rool, and Funky. Favorite level is Homecoming Hijinks from Tropical Freeze. Yeah, that is a great level.
Oh yeah, and that's another one that was got to be in the top 10 answers for music, maybe. Such a good level, and we always talk about how there's always the memes of David Wise, you didn't have to go so hard on the jumping monkey game, but there's a sentiment to that song where it's there's a somber tone and sort of an epic tone to it that it builds up to, and it feels really good to come back and take back your home island, and
yes.
Great
really just really good for that specific theme, taking back your homeland. And it has a little bit of that Donkey Kong Country 2 feel, where it's da 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 bum bum bum. It's just very much Donkey Kong Country 2, the castle theme and things like that. It just I love that feel. Then of course favorite music, again, Mighty Melancholy, great stuff. Quickly mention Lucy M, Diddy, and Dixie Kong. Music, Rocket Barrel. I think she's talking about the da 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 ba ba da da ba da da da, which sounds like Incredibles at the beginning.
Which is one of the Kenji Yamamoto original tunes that does sound very, very much like that David Wise vibe.
Yes. Let's see, maybe just a few more on this one. Funky Kong all the way for our favorite character. I'm surprised not a lot of people are mentioning Funky Kong, but he has such a cool... He just has a cool look to him. Diddy is a very close second. Fungi Force... Go ahead.
Is that Zaboy?
Is that Zaboy? Yep, from Zaboy.
That's my brother. That's my brother, actually.
Zaboy's your brother? Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, when I heard Funky Kong, I'm going, is that maybe Alex? Yeah. Funky Kong advocate.
Oh, that's awesome. And he mentions Fungi Force from DK64 as a favorite. You talk about Donkey Kong 64 music, and if there's anything that it does so well, it's very calming. There's a calmness to the music that I think is close to unmatched in video games in general, just because Fungi Force, the DK Isle theme in general, just a lot of good calming tracks in that.
Oh yeah, it's one of the few that's almost like throughout, because like a lot of platformers do have calming music, in fact throughout, but it's one of the soundtracks that in my opinion is like really filled with them. Like you got DK Island, you got your Crystal Caves, you got the mermaid theme from Gloomy Galleon.
Yes.
You got the Banana Fairy Island. Like there's a ton. Fungi Forest. Like there's so many. There's so many that are so good. Yeah, man. Grant Kirkhope really slammed it home with that one.
Definitely. Josh mentioned here in the chat, Funky Waters and Miss Abyss from Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze left an impression. Yeah, some of the remixes in that, they were really, really good. Let's see, I think we're close to the... Oh, I guess we're at the end now. Let's see.
I think you can... maybe... you know what? I don't remember where the coin is.
I don't remember where the DK coin is either. I think that's like... maybe some section that we must have brushed over or something.
I think so. But yeah, we got all the bonus barrels at least.
Okay. Let's see. I think, yeah, it's switched over to you again here. I want to get over to our next topic, but maybe at least talk about one more from here. I haven't really gained a favorite level, but absolutely love Bluster Kong. I do want to give a shout out to like the Bluster fans. We have another one from apparently Bluster himself, me of course, average Bluster fan. Kitty Kong, the Kitty Kong fan. Canargin says tough choice. I sure love Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and Main Enemy. There's a lot of good stuff out there. So since we're on a roller coaster right now, we're going to go ahead and move on to the second question that we that Sam posted. What are your hopes and dreams for the Donkey Kong Country theme park? We got some good replies to this as well. Sam, do you want to maybe summarize some of your thoughts on what you'd like?
Oh no. Sure. Yeah. Regarding the park.
Sam, you're sounding really quiet right now. Yeah, Sam, I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah, you're sounding very, very quiet. Let's see. Maybe we can refresh it and see what happens here. Hold on one second.
Go ahead and leave the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try reconnecting, folks. Okay, try again, Sam.
Alright, did that fix it?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you just as well now.
I think I had another app open. I think I got a call in Messenger or something. But
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, regarding the park, yeah, man, a lot of people answered with this already. I think it might be the #1 answer that I got back. At least one of the 2 #1 answers. But just that the Kremlings maybe just get a little nod would be really cool. It's not a deal breaker, but that if they get a little nod and just having some other games have nods, like we mentioned before, just having music maybe for Minecart Madness or like Aquatic Ambience would be really cool.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
We seem to be featuring at least some David Wise music from there. It looks like we need to destroy a few more there.
Oh shoot, yeah, but I would think so. I would think they would include probably a lot of David Wise and hopefully.
I think you can try it again. Yeah. If you loop back or if you go back to the left.
Oh shoot! So I was not paying attention there, Drew. I was trying to get the chat back open after our Discord thing.
Oh, you're fine.
We might have another chance, but yeah, a few people have really, really, really good answers that are stuff I really didn't consider. But yeah, just mostly having other Kongs reference. But I mean, heck, we might hear a Grant Kirkhope track or 2 as well.
Oh yeah, I'd love to walk around and hear the DKIL theme. I would like. Oh my gosh, that might be one of my versions of like heaven, I guess.
Oh shoot! Oh totally. Between that and then also the I think it's called Galaxy's Edge, because I'm personally a pretty big Star Wars fan. I've been really wanting to go there eventually too. But yeah, DK I feel like
my controller's doing funny things. It keeps crouching down. Okay, I think it stopped wigging out.
Is it the Pro controller?
Yeah, I'm using the Pro controller. It was like being weird for some reason.
Yeah, maybe joystick or something. But I know I've hit mine with like a air duster a few times just to be safe, because I've heard like that the Pro controller is really good, and the Pro controller, in my opinion,
What?
like,
I keep missing them. Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's like what I did. I don't know. Nope, darn it. Well, oh well, we tried. But I think the Pro controller, I gotta say, is probably one of my favorite controllers on the market right now.
Pro controller is amazing.
Yeah, and compared to the Joy-Cons, they don't really face much issue or drift. But I've heard if ever they do, you can hit them with an air duster, and usually that'll just fix it if there ever is anything.
Yeah, I guess with the Joy-Con drift has really been one of like the biggest flaws of the Switch itself. But like, I don't know, I haven't tried too many actual repair things with that.
Yeah, and I actually bought. I won a Switch from the Callus, the publishers or possibly the developers of like Binding of Isaac and things like that, Cave Story and such. But that one actually, the cart reader went out, so I ended up buying a OLED. And I've never had to replace my Joy-Cons, but I'm not really a huge user of Joy-Cons, so that could definitely be part of it.
Yeah, I'm doing the turbo mode right here. This is I guess the expert mode here.
There you go. Get that DK coin.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, for whatever reason, because I mean, Greg Mayles did such great design. Like the flow in the DKC series is so good on the Greg Mayles titles. I mean, so is Tropical Freeze and Returns to a point. But like, yeah, it's so good. You can kind of just bore on full speed in some of these levels, and like as long as you have good reaction time and planning, you can make it work out. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you definitely can. Josh had mentioned though that he heard the Switch Pro controller is compatible with Switch 2, and that would make sense. I mean, I read that as well. I mentioned, I would love to mention other character representation like the Kremlins, like King K. Rool shows up as a jump scare in the end of the minecart ride. If you just like showed up, complete no discussion about it before. First people go to the park, they see K. Rool there. I don't know, that would be amazing, but I don't suspect it, but yeah, that's something I'd love to see.
Yeah, and like as we've said before, I know it's most predominantly like Returns theme, but like I would love if there was just a little surprise element of like just anything King K. Rool or Kremlings, man. Oh,
there would be. Aiden here, I mentioned that you need an interactive ride inspired by the Rocker Barrel sections. Yeah, that would be awesome if they had something like that. Bring more elements like the Kremlings and K. Rool. Let's see. And Kremlings, a little reference from all the Adventures of Kong, not just Retro Studios. We certainly need those references there. People mentioning that. Jay Waldemams mentioned incorporate that cut DK tune in the Mario movie somehow while making more remixes like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing all the music that they use from that for sure.
Yeah, what if, and this is kind of echoing Jay's energy here, like just kind of a tinfoil hat thing, but it would be awesome. Like, what if, say, they utilize that cut theme, which is a shame from the Mario movie, if they utilize it on the ride or anything like that somehow, that would be fantastic.
Oh yeah,
shoot.
Swanky Kong in real life would like actually running a carnival game. That would be incredible.
Yeah. A few people said that, and I'm like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, that seems like such an obvious answer, but I never would have thought.
I tried to get the barrel with the cat, but that didn't work.
Yeah, the cat of nine tails, or whatever we're claiming is their species.
One of the most random like enemies ever in Donkey Kong for sure.
It's the most random enemy in my opinion in these early titles, because like, man, it's like, what is he? He almost looks like Sonic. Almost.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a rejected Sonic character.
But yeah, definitely weird. But hey, original.
Yeah, for sure. Make it so I can try the banana cream pie they sang about in the DK cartoon. Yeah, Jay mentioned that as well. Lots of great, awesome ideas that they could really put into this.
Oh yeah, coconut cream pie. There was a few people that were saying a lot more. Like I think it was 3 different people that said like, because there was this cited thing that's been covered somewhat at the park. I think it's called Donkey Kong's or something like the Bubbling Barrel or something like that. And
Bubbling Barrel.
Yeah, and I guess it's like the restaurant. Like I think there's a snack bar there, and then there's like a restaurant, and I think that's the Bubbling Barrel. People believe, but like it almost sounds like a drink place or something. And like people, I think there were 3 answers of it saying that they hope that there's a drink called Banana Slamma.
Oh gosh.
Like a reference to the series.
That'd be awesome. We're going to catch up in some of the chat here. The park predates his resurrection. There's been no cause or chance to use him since. I know that with the park, a subset of fans hate that it's primarily based on returns and Tropical Freeze, but K. Rool's not going anywhere. Oh yeah, that's interesting thing. You know, it takes a long time to plan out parks and stuff, but like think about the park being planned even before Smash Ultimate. What was, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think also like, oh gosh, I think also like I said earlier, it's one of those things that like, at least for me and I think most fans, it's like, well, we might not be getting so much, but like it feels like Nintendo is at least making some effort to like acknowledge that like, hey, we know there's Donkey Kong fans out there. I mean, even Mario versus Donkey Kong isn't ideal as like wanting a Donkey Kong game per se, in my opinion, but like, I don't know, it's something. It seems to me like Nintendo's at least showing that they are thinking about it, I would say.
Oh yeah, for sure. I did want to acknowledge Rare Fox Sane is in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us again here today. I did want to mention something briefly. Rare Fox Sane has a series on her channel called Intergame Escape, which is literally about video game developers as living characters that go to an afterworld when a company goes bankrupt. We're trying to put together an English version of that. I'm going to be in it. There's some Retro Kaiju is going to be in it. Still putting together the cast for it right now. But keep an eye out for that when we finally have the English version of that series ready for you all.
Yes, Rare Fox Sane's series is pretty good. I have yet to watch the 3rd episode, but it's almost like these like spirit angel, guardian angels of each like individual studio. Oh shoot, and they sort of die with like if the studio dies or
yes,
stuff like that. It's a really cool concept, and like oh no, but yeah, she was talking about the English one. I don't know if there's a character that fit me for that, but like should definitely check it out. And the French one with the subtitles works out just fine as well. Yes,
a great series. I definitely would recommend checking it out. Who developed a new DKC? I don't know. Retro Studios is pretty busy with Prime at the moment. They're definitely someone I would trust, but they're busy with that. I would honestly trust Playtonic. I mean, Nintendo, they're available. I imagine they would heartily say yes if Nintendo reached out to them with that kind of offer. But I think they're mostly focused on establishing their own identity and brand with that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I know, I think there's very little known about the state of Retro Studios. It seems like they're doing okay, but for a while there, it was kind of like a little bit of wariness, not seeing any games and not hearing any news, and because they are one of my favorite Nintendo developers. So whatever they do, I'll check it out. But yeah, I think in a dreams, like sort of getting a little tinfoil hatty again. In a dream scenario, I would say like Retro collaborating with Playtonic, but again, dream scenario.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that definitely that would be really cool though. The Gothic Teddy Bear mentioned in Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the remake. Say it's a good omen that shows there is still motion happening within the mainline series, and I'd say so. I mean, like people had some good things to say about the Mario vs. DK remake, and it's still the DK character being used by Nintendo. So I guess we just have to see if all this new use of the character is going to, lead to a new game. I think we will get there eventually.
Yeah, I think I like I said, at least it seems like they're thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, this was, I think, and I made a mistake on the last video. We were talking about one of the guys in chat, he brought up Busted Bayou, and like I was saying, oh yeah, it's in this game, blah 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 blah. No, in this game it's Bayou Boogie, which we're hearing right now, which is such a good song. But Busted Bayou, really good track from Tropical Freeze, really bassy, almost sounds like a
beach theme,
song.
like something from the Beach Boys.
Yeah, almost like Red Hot Chili Peppers bass. Like it's really good. It's definitely a good song.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, we're going through pretty well right now, Drew.
We're getting close to the end of this world. Catching up on some more answers from the great people at twitter.com. We going to scroll down. Hold on, I think I lost the okay.
Great people is the website. Great.
Some great people on this website.
But I mean, and talk about Twitter for a moment, or X, or whatever Elon Musk wants us to call it. It's Twitter.
Yeah,
but,
it's Twitter. It's Twitter.
But
it's still twitter.com. It's not even, you can't, x.com / username doesn't work. You know, like, I thought that was like, I posted some links before that didn't work because it's like, X is just a letter of the alphabet. You can't like make a, it was the worst branding decision in the history of branding decisions. It just is.
He has like another sort of project named X, SpaceX. He's got another company or organization he wants to call X. He'll probably have a child named X. I don't know. but like, all I'm saying, it is sad in recent news hearing that Nintendo, as of June 10th, is going to discontinue their use of it.
Oh man, yeah, that made me a bit sad because I have used that feature quite a lot. And like it really was a big part of like making the Switch popular with like Breath of the Wild and the clips people shared back then.
No, totally. And I feel like it was to a certain extent, I don't know, because I've heard a lot of people say that know a lot more about social media stuff than I do. That the API, whatever that scary abbreviation means, has gotten more expensive. So I guess like it's almost like kind of X has just raised the price for the partnering aspect for that functionality. I don't know. Oh shoot. But yeah, it's kind of a disappointment in my opinion. But I understand it if it happens to be the case where like it's just so expensive and Nintendo doesn't see it as worth it. But like you said, it's almost like a free marketing aspect to it for sure.
Oh, yeah, people were joking here, but there was a Banjo game in development called Banjo X. So maybe if there's one good thing that Elon could do, he could fund Banjo X and make it real, and it would be something he would get behind because it has X on it.
Yeah, just tell him it has X in it. He's like, say what? I'm on it.
Yes, exactly. Vicarious Visions was making the DK Switch. It was canceled. Now Nintendo's internally making one in Tokyo. Yeah, that's pretty much in line with some of the rumors that have been going on. And Gothic told me about those rumors even years before they started talking about it in the news. Yeah, it's like seems like it was a real thing that was going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. I heard it from Gothic years and years ago, and then I think like last year DK Mine was covering it, or a year or two ago, and then they finally got it in mainstream coverage, which is kind of funny.
Oh yeah. So, but Michael Giulio mentioned here, like, he'd love to see Animal Buddies come back, hidden everywhere through the park. They're like animatronic. I think that's a great idea. What the heck? They need merry-go-round. The best merry-go-round ride ever.
Yeah, I mean, heck, we know Squawks is going to be in the park and Rambi, but I don't know to what extent.
They just need to use all the Animal Buddies for all the rides in the carousel. That's literally like the only thing they need to do. No, I mean, if they just did that, that would be incredible.
Yeah,
I forgot about the giant bee there.
But that'd be enough for me. And I think, like, I don't know. I feel like sort of like an Odyssey with the street signs, at least, even if they're just reduced to the names of like drinks and like plates of food, like just something, anything, just give me something like a stud. He's
catching up. Oh gosh, no, he got me. Or queen, I guess queen. I guess she got me because she's the queen.
But yeah, that section is pretty tough, isn't it?
Maybe it's King Sing. Yeah, so yeah, I'm getting that all mixed up.
His Royal Majesty, but
yes.
Yeah, but that would be awesome for the park. And I think like about the park, someone else. Oh wait, dang it. we
already got the DK coin, so we're good there.
Oh, does it come over? Oh yeah, that's right. But a few people had mentioned like both the Animal Buddies and like animatronic or just any form. And then someone mentioned, and I love this idea. I think it might be a quote tweet. I'm not sure, but someone mentioned having Cranky Kong as like sort of like an animatronic that's puppeteered with like a voice actor.
Oh gosh, like, and just reacting and interacting with people, or just something like that. Yeah, that would be
in the vein of like Megatron and like Donkey from Universal, like just insulting people coming by.
That
Oh no.
that'd be amazing. Let's see, a little Robert here, a little Mag mentioned like Big Banana. They'll have bananas there, lots and lots of bananas there, in their food and everywhere else.
I think it's a safe bet.
Yes.
In fact, you could probably buy some banana-related foods, I'm sure, as well.
Lots and lots of it. I hope they have a ride inspired. Jonathan's SW mentioned a flying barrel ride. There's a secret here at the wall if you charge.
Oh no!
Yeah, don't. Okay, I think you can get back down.
We're gonna try. Yep, we're good.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
That would be awesome. The Yoshi Carousel for Sunshine, Gothic said. Something like that. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, that would be, yeah. But just with DKC Animal Buddies, yeah, incredible. Twilight Vestige says live gators, and I'm absolutely not kidding. In Florida, you can have gators and an enclosure provided. Put a cape and a crown on it.
I mean, it is in Florida.
It is, yes.
One single banana.
Oh, one single banana. Mini golf course near has baby gators pond. You can feed them little gator nuggets. I don't think they would do that, but that would be awesome.
I feel like Nintendo would see that as like a liability, but I mean, hey, there's at least natural occurring gators around the park, but that's a pretty funny idea. I liked it a lot for sure.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Bongos, bananas, pirate clemlings, extended Kong family, DK rap. Oh yeah, it's a DK rap. Oh gosh, what if Grant Kirkhope goes there, and leads? Oh gosh, he needs. If they have he just needs to show up and lead people in the DK rap there someday. He just needs to.
Yeah, I gotta be honest on that, and like, obviously the big three, especially now, Nintendo is definitely my preference, but I don't know. I don't know if Nintendo would even. I don't know. I love Nintendo, but I can't assume that they're gonna even like bring in Grant and like, because like after the whole movie.
Oh yeah, that was.
I was like, yeah,
that was. They didn't even credit him. That was just like that was low.
Yeah, a little bit sad, but I think didn't David Wise have the same sort of thing? I'm not sure.
Well, he had a well, yeah, they didn't exactly credit him by name. Matter of fact, though, I will say though, there were actually quite a few musicians that weren't credited by name. They just had Koji Kondo listed as one of the music producers, but there were quite a few composers outside of Koji Kondo that that their music was mixed in there.
Yeah, like what's his name?
Well, they regenerate.
Yeah, they do over time, but good job, Drew.
Whew, that was close. He almost got me.
King Zing is probably my least favorite boss, so I'm glad that you got it on the second round there. but yeah, heck, I mean, yeah, like you said, even in Mario Galaxy, they just said like from Mario Galaxy. So yeah, I don't know that, but it would be really cool if at the opening they could bring in some of those guys, and I think some of them have kind of jokingly mentioned it on Twitter already, even.
Let's see.
That would be awesome.
Okay, let's take a moment here. Just pause for there's something that comes along, but let's just stand here for a moment and just appreciate this thing called Forest Interlude. That's just like, it's just a cool, mysterious little song. I don't know how he got all these varieties of different songs out of it. It's incredible. It truly is. Yeah,
and now just admiring the idle animations too, talking about the character work in here is so good. But yeah, dude, this is, man, I don't know, it's hard to say a single favorite for me, obviously, as my list shows, but yeah, it's got to be one of my absolute favorites of all time. It's both super nostalgic, but even as a child, I remember just kind of like sitting there and listening to it, just kind of like being in awe of this vibe and this music, and even like the level that goes along with it. Like, just, I don't know, really incredible. Nostalgia aside, nostalgia is great too, but like, it's just incredible in its own right.
It truly is. It's kind of funny how they pair together both something you can't roll into and something you can't jump on in the same space.
Definitely clever.
And thinking, like Gothic Teddy Bear says, if there is no meet and greet for Queen Banana Bird and Cat O' Nine Tails, then I'll never like the DK series again.
Yeah, the most obscure possible things you could possibly reference.
Yep. And it said, jokes aside, I want to see the park himself, hoping they have more stuffed plushies available at the Funky Flying By. Yeah, they could have that as a shop. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, and I think the reason he mentions it as, I mean, I don't know if there's a full confirmation, but more or less, they've shown in pictures, and I think in the pictures of them building it, there is a Funky's Flying By, like that little plane with the sort of the open side. I think it is there in the park. So we'll have to see what's going to be sold there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Foxana, but thanks for stopping by the stream. You have a great night there. Is nostalgia really an argument? Oh man, it's like it's kind of funny. It's like we throw the word around a lot, but like it's sometimes people may say, "Oh, you're just nostalgia blind," and it's just like, I'm not a fan of that term.
You see, Josh, that's why I even bring it up, is because it's like I am used to the typical back and forth I get being an old time Rare fan and like an old Nintendo fan, just an old gamer fan, but. Like, oh yeah, but that's just nostalgia. Or, oh, the nostalgia goggles, man.
Oh yeah.
Nostalgia goggles fit for every generation. I come to find here on Twitter, like, there's this fascinating debate, and I can see both sides to a point, of the Mario 64 sort of debacle, and like, yeah, a lot of this younger generation, it's like, of course, like they had, some of them it was like Mario 64 was their first game on the DS or a game they grew up with, and for a lot of us, it's the opposite way around. So,
yeah, because there are a lot of newer players that like say like they say, you know, the DS version is the best one, and like I would say, yeah, it's a great version, but it's just like I can't get over the controls myself. Maybe it's just because that's the controls I grew up with, you know.
Yeah, and I think both are great versions, but for me, and I know that changes between people, it's purely subjective, but for me, the definitive, use that word, version is the original. But like, yeah, the mini games and like the character options, some of the little extra bits they put in that game.
I love the bomb. I love the bomb mini game, the one where like you drag the bombs like to the different places. Like I played that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, the mini games actually I had a ton of fun with on like car trips and stuff like that. Like I definitely love that. But yeah, both valid versions. I just find it fascinating, the bias that forms with that one factor we're talking about. A little bit of, in my opinion, nostalgia, or like maybe your childhood preference sort of thing.
This mention here, like Cannon's claim, My Melancholy Minecart Ride. Imagine the soundtrack playing with beautiful crystals. That'd be so cool to see in the park. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would totally be. And like I said before, like Fizz definitely loves those Mining Melancholy type like levels and that vibe, but I wonder what the minecart level aesthetic wise will go. Like, oh shoot, I got it.
Well, kinda. There's like two of them. You jump on top of the wood.
But yeah, I just wonder what aesthetic like those games will or that ride will go into game wise. Like, will they have a little bit of the cave, or will it just be the jungle? I'm definitely curious.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about how that whole ride will go too, but it definitely makes me even more want to make my way to Super Nintendo World, because they're adding DK there. But it's like, it definitely would not be cheap. I mean, like, it just wouldn't.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of, oh shoot, why they're in those places like California and Florida, that's just kind of typical of vacationing to a subtropical nice area like that. But I think it's perfect to fit the vibe for Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Save barrel. And we're gonna need it here, Drew. This is the bit I was talking about.
Oh yeah, with all the minuses.
Oh, not even the minuses, it's just getting the bonus here after
gosh.
this is just like
it's kind of crazy. You had to jump just the right time.
I can't hit one more. I think I'm gonna make it though. No!
Okay, before I get here, just going to mention Retro 64 wants merch for characters that aren't just DK and DD. I'd buy a Chunky Kong plush in a heartbeat. All the DK 64 band, I'd buy them. And obviously, of course, K. Rool Kremlins anywhere. Let's see if I can jump right. I missed it.
That's the one.
Oh man, I guess we're going to get another shot.
So this is the only point ever for getting a bonus. We can do this later, but this is the one I've save stated on, because I remember on the original hardware, this one gave me such a hard time. Oh God, no.
What?
No.
Oh, you missed me. Oh well.
I'm almost just gonna die here, I think. Well,
Oh, you're kind of on your way to that, I think.
oh God, this is. I think I might just phone it in, but I'm gonna see if I can.
Nope. Not quite.
I shouldn't have hit the ones intentionally.
Then he laughs at you. I would love to see this character more, and I honestly would have loved to see him in like one more level, because he's such a cool, like, otherworldly ghost character in this game for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, there was a scrap DK character that's pretty well known. I think his name's like Mr. X or something like that. Who's very similar to. I'm forgetting this guy's name. Shoot. It's gonna bother me, but I forget this character's name here. But nice, Drew.
Hold on a sec. I gotta pause for a second, everyone. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on a moment.
Oh, phew. He said that. That's why you see Armadillo and Dogadon twice, is because they just didn't have like the time on that one for the Nintendo deadline. And sorry about that, guys. thanks for waiting though.
Oh yeah, sorry, we got that slight interruption in the chat there, but I'm just going to mention to go ahead right here. Like after this level here, we're going to need to go ahead and wrap up the stream here for today. But this has just been a ton of fun. Thank you guys so much for all your responses. But we're going to go ahead, probably wrap up in the next few minutes here, and we'll see if we can go ahead and get this finished up here.
Perfect.
All right, I've got to turn the game audio back on. But yeah, Lane Jamin, thank you for joining in to the chat here. I'm going to see if I can beat this bonus level. The timing gets very tight.
Oh yeah, no,
man.
Yeah, that one's insane. Like I said, on original hardware, that one gave me such a hard time.
Yes.
I used to save state for this one.
Oh man, I missed the green one.
Well, man. I'll see you here. We got this, though. I think.
Maybe. Oh man. Okay, well, at least we got 2 players. Oh no! No!
That was a horrible time to jump back down, but
yes,
we went with what we got. I figure we could probably maybe finish this level, maybe start next one, then we'll probably wrap up here pretty soon.
Yep, I think though I'm gonna have to give this at least one more try here, then before we wrap it up.
But yeah, shoot, the DK64 difference in like the minecarts, like how it went from like just survive, make it through to like collect a certain amount to like achieve it. Thinking about Ukulele, they definitely went with that route, the DK64 sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help but wonder what the heck the next Playtonic game is. I know we have to bring this up like once every time. Like,
I know it's like I feel good that they're taking their time to cook, because they seem to be, whatever they're working on, they seem to be very excited about. With some of Daly's posts, sometimes she just occasionally teases, that she's like very excited about what she's working on. So I'm really curious to see what that is.
And yeah, that's good to hear, Lane. But yeah, Drew, like totally. And Daly, I know it's like just given even her name, like Daily Con. It's like, what are you excited about, Daly? Please, like I don't want to overthink it, but because it could go any way. It could just be ukulele. It could be anything, really.
It really could. But honestly, I'm thinking a wildcard DK64 remake. That's just kind of something I've thought about, maybe, but who knows?
Yeah, that would be awesome. No, you made a good point in the last video, where like talking about a lot of people asked for the Mario RPG remake, or rather, a lot of people asked like, why isn't it on NSO? Like, come on, Nintendo! After like the ballot, you should know there's a demand here. Mm-hmm. And same things with like K. Rool and Donkey Kong. Like, a lot of people are like, hey, where the heck is DK64 on NSO? Maybe they're doing something with that, or like you said, maybe a remake. That's a good point. I don't know if we want to take this level quite yet here. Oh yeah,
but I'm going to go ahead and I actually overwrote something last time. I'm going to go ahead and create this save point right here, and it's create, and we're not going to lose it. There we go. But man, this has been fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream, for the chat, for all the answers to all of our Kooky questions. We are going to be continuing this series on. When we do have it, Monday is generally a good day, but we'll let you know soon exactly when the next episode is going to be. And we'll schedule that, get it out to you guys. Maybe I'll post questions over on the YouTube community post as well, get some more feedback and answers from there. But man, this has been fantastic. Thank you guys so much for coming, and again for Cell as well for helping make this key artwork.
Oh,
go ahead,
right,
Sam. What do you have? Something last thoughts here?
To make a call out to my girlfriend Cell as well on Twitter. She, like Drew said, we designed this logo together for the side series we're hosting, and man, like she's done a lot of really good art, like Killer Instinct. I wanted to call her out a few times. The Klinger from Donkey Kong Country 2, she's done a lot of really cool stuff lately with her art classes, and definitely check her Twitter out. But like you said, Drew, this has been super fun, and I look forward to continuing it, and maybe you come up with maybe the next batch of questions, or we can come up with something together here. Appreciate the collaboration, and like appreciate all you guys answering the questions. It's been really cool to like work off of this stuff and continue this.
And guys, if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and drop a like on the stream. It does help a lot with the channel, and helps people find the video. And of course, if you join in the middle, you can go back to the beginning and rewatch it and see all of our conversation. Be sure to also go ahead and follow RareWarington on Twitter, and you can see the entire. We didn't quite go over all the responses, but you can see all the responses there on his Twitter page, from the community there. And that is going to be it. Thank you so much, and you all have an amazing and great night. Bye, everyone.
See you guys.